Welcome to HAWKSCOUT, where I scout out the latest tech rumors and tech releases in the film industry. I'm your host, Adonis, and in this episode, we're talking about the newly announced Sony A9, the upcoming NAB show in Las Vegas, and for those of you that want to start a YouTube channel, a sub $1,000 kit to get you started. Now, for those who know, NAB is the National Association of Broadcasters show in Las Vegas. Happens every year, and a ton of new camera tech comes out at this show. And we'll get to my thoughts on that show in a second, but first, Sony announced a camera prior to the show. Now, this is Sony's new A9 camera system that sits above the A7 series. So what does that mean? Now, the camera's focused around photography, not necessarily video, but it does have some interesting things video-wise. Now, Sony's touting a 693 autofocus point system on the sensor. That is so crazy. All that means, for people that don't know what that means, is it has a lot of areas to focus automatically. Now, how that translates into video, we have still yet to see that, but given the A7 series cameras with their autofocus, this should be pretty awesome. Now, alongside that is a larger battery, since that has been probably the major complaint of the A7S and 7R series cameras as far as video recording goes, is you need a good amount of batteries on a shoot. Now, Sony claims that this is 2 times the size, so theoretically we should get 2 times the battery life. Hopefully. Now, like I said, this is more of a sport shooter style of camera. What that means is extremely high frame rate photos. We're talking 20 frames per second. That is outrageous, guys. Outrageous. By the way, continuous autofocus. Now, in the past, NAB has been kind of the go-to place to see what new film technology is being released for the upcoming year. And hopefully this year is going to be some really cool announcements as well. But there are a couple of companies that I really want to step it up this year. And yes, I'm talking to you, Blackmagic. So Blackmagic's entry-level camera, the Pocket Cinema Cam, is a brilliant little camera for $1,000. It shoots RAW, 13 stops of dynamic range, has a Super 16 sensor, but it's been the same for the past 3 years. Don't get me wrong, the image is beautiful, but it shoots in 1080, it doesn't shoot 4K, the batteries are terrible. My God. So I would just like you guys to update that. That'd be fantastic. Now, probably one of the obvious things that we're all looking forward to is, will Canon or Nikon bring a full-frame mirrorless camera out? Come on, guys. Get with the program. I mean, let's look at the market. Panasonic's killing everybody right now with the GH5. Well, minus its autofocusing issues. But then you have Sony killing low light, 4K, overheating issues. Yep, so Canon, please, your colors on point, your autofocus on point. Just, come into the future with everybody. That's all I'm saying. Now, I know a lot of you want to start YouTube channels. You want to start filming things. I know a lot of you have asked us at Ismahawk, hey, I'm trying to start a YouTube channel. What should I do? What should I get? Here we go. Now, I can give you the simple answer. The best camera you have is the one in your pocket type of thing. Utilize what you already have. But if you're really, really adamant on wanting to get a camera to start out and not really break your bank, let's get into that. So first, I started out with the Panasonic G7. Now, the reason why I picked this camera, one, has the articulating screen, so if you want to shoot at different angles or shoot yourself vlog style or do what I'm doing now, I can see myself in frame, so it's a lot easier for you to kind of set shots up if you're the only one filming. Now, this camera does support 4K video as well, and shoots 1080 at 60 frames a second, so if you want to do some slow motion action, you can do that too. And it also has a 3.5mm jack for an external microphone. So if you want to have a shotgun or a lav setup or a wireless setup, you can do that as well. Now, at the time of filming this, Panasonic is actually selling this on Amazon for $597, camera and the kit lens. That's a steal, guys. So if you're looking into starting a YouTube channel, this camera is awesome to start with. So now that you have your camera, what else is the next most important thing? Audio. And actually, one of the best bargains for any type of microphone like shotgun setup is actually this little guy here. It's called the Rode VidMic Micro. Now, the great thing about this is there's no batteries needed. It just plugs right into the 3.5mm jack on your camera and you're ready to go. This is actually really good for vlogs, or if you're doing something that I'm doing like this right now, this would actually provide a lot better audio than obviously the in-camera microphone. Now, the next most important thing in a YouTube video is lighting. Now, Fovatech has a 3-point lighting system that I actually used in the States when I was living there starting my channel out, and it works fantastic. It runs about $190 on Amazon at the moment. I think from their website, it's about $200 plus shipping. And that is perfect. That's all you'll need for your YouTube stuff. It works fantastic. So now that we have the lighting, now that we have the camera, now that we have the mic, what are we editing it in? And this is where things kind of differ depending on what platform you're on. If you have a Mac, it already comes with video editing software. You have iMovie that you can start in. There are plenty of major YouTubers that are out there right now that do nothing but iMovie. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of subscribers using iMovie. Now, if you are on a Windows machine, you have a couple of options, and obviously one of them will work for Mac as well, which is Adobe Premiere Elements. And that's $90, and that'll give you the ability to edit your videos to your heart's content. Now, once you get comfortable with your software that you're in and you decide you want to step it up from there, the two main players are Adobe Premiere and Final Cut Pro 10. All in all, it's going to be personal preference, what you prefer to utilize. I know a lot of people that use both Premiere and Final Cut. A lot of tech YouTubers actually jumping ship to Final Cut. So whatever you're into, get into it. Now, obviously, this is one out of an infinite amount of setups you can put together for your YouTube channel. So let me know what you guys think. What cameras and what microphones are you guys interested in? Let me know in the comments section down below. Now, if you want to see more tech releases and camera setups, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you have the notifications turned on so when we release these videos, you'll be the first one to find out. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me today. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and smash that like button. We'd really appreciate it. And if you want to check out the last episode of HAWKSCOUT, video will be right here. And if you want to see more of my face more often, go ahead and follow me over at Absolutely Tech. I got Dragon Ball Super stuff. I got The Flash. I got movie reactions. We got tech reviews. I'm a big nerd. You know what to do, guys. Till next time, stay scouting.